Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Going to get in a lot to get into today. We're going to precap everything from last week. We're going to recap what's coming on this week. Good week. I think I had a good week. Let me know how y'all did. I'm going to let y'all roll in just a minute. We'll get started. It's good to have everybody here. We'll get started in just a moment. Everybody watch football today? Yes, indeedy. Good stuff. Give me 1 minute. We'll get started in just a second. Let me get a couple of things set up and we'll get started in just a second. You guys roll in. We'll all get started. Guys, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them in the comment section now. What up, DJ? Julius in the house. Kayatso weight cut may affect. Well, I want to talk about that. Scotland this week. Let's go. Guys, do join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's all what up, Havelock. No getting fine, Havelock. You're good. It's good to have you here, Havelock. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on social media at 3D Boxing blog. What up, Brandon? What up, my dude? Brandon's here. All right, let me get into this. Guys, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. Get the lock of the week. Get Ask the Bookie anything. Get request a video. I get access to the Discord. In the Discord, we do live betting, the updated props. We do all of that. It's $5 a month. Gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's in the ticker below. Guys, remember to tip your gambling advisor. Super chats, cash apps available. Cash app is in the ticker below. Super chats are always available and always appreciated, guys. Appreciate everyone coming through today. All right, let's get into guys, I forgot. After you guys head over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Carnival Bar. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivalbar.com. The nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right, let's get into today's show. In the big one, we saw Kayatso, a really, really strange stoppage in the Kayatso fight last night. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but if people want to bitch and complain that boxing is rigged or fixed or what, so it's interesting, man. They cut the stream cuts for everybody, right? Like it just goes out. It comes back, and then moments later, there's a really strange stoppage in the fight. It was really, really strange. I don't really know what to make of it. I had Kayatso up. I had it winning comfortably. A lot of people had it much closer. I know Chris Mannix had it closer, but guys, you have to remember, Chris Mannix is the worst scorer alive. He has no idea what he's doing. His scorecards are, and I know Chris personally, his scorecards are egregious. They're a travesty. They're no good. His scorecards are no good. Yes, indeed. So I wouldn't put too much stock in anything that he says. Just put that out there. We want to talk about Kayatso's weight cut. I'm a big fan of Oscar Kayatso. I've said he's on my. I want to do pound for pound. Let's do pound for pound tomorrow. We got a lot to talk about today. I don't want to go on too long. I got a lot I want to do. Let's talk about pound for pound tomorrow. I'll do 2 streams tomorrow for sure. Let's talk about let's talk about that tomorrow. Kayatso moves to 13-0. He's still fighting at 105. Um, the weight cut, is it 108? Is it 112? You know, where does he go from here? In order for him to really be a pound for pound type of guy, he's got to move up and down these smaller weight classes, right? Because they're only 3 pounds. You can run up and down these weight classes. You know what I'm saying? It's 108 is the next stop. That's 3 pounds. It's not really going to make much of a difference, right? You got Canizelas, you got some guys at 108, you got Taniguchi, you got some guys at Takami, you got some guys at 108 that can make a fight, right? And then after that, you got 112. So, we're talking about 105 being difficult for him to make. Well, 108's not much higher, right? And then you go to flyweight, right? And then you got Sandoval there. And Sandoval is the fight that everyone's going to want to see. You got Kenshiro there as well. You got Alsquaga. You got a bunch of names from 105, 108, and 112 that you're going to want to see him fight. There's no names at 105, really, for Kayatso. If you want to be pound for pound as a really small guy, you got to go up and down the weight classes. Now, that's just how it's done. I know Ivan Calderon and Chiquitito Hernandez didn't really do that. They mostly stayed at that weight class. And that's fine, but that's just not how it's done anymore. Bam went up and down the weight classes. Inoue went up and down the weight classes. It's just Nietes, Ioka, multiple weight classes. Make the best fights, and that's kind of how it's been done over the last couple of years. It's just that's how it's done. Let me close this out. I want to ask a poll question. I want to get your guys' thoughts. Start a poll. Is Kayatso pound for pound top 10? Yes? No. No. All right, guys, vote in the poll. I'm interested because I definitely have him in my top 10. I think 79 did a poll yesterday. Didn't have him. Did a poll. He did a pound for pound. He didn't have him. I would say he's pound for pound top 10. I think he definitely is. Let me get into some of this guy. Yeah, it's not a huge week coming up. Now, that doesn't mean we can't make money this week. We definitely can make money this week. Mark Jeffers and Willie Hutchinson's the fight of the week. I mean, this is it's extraordinary. This is the card. Oh yeah, Scotland. This card sucks. Honestly, I mean, look, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna pretend to be interested in it. Yes. This card sucks. This card sucks. We'll make money on it. Willie Hutchinson and Mark Jeffers. Okay. Reagan Glacken and Louis O'Doherty. And then Cristobal Lorente and Nathaniel Collins. I guess that's the fight. I mean, none of these things are at all interesting. I'm not really intrigued. Are you guys intrigued by watching Willie Hutch and Mark Jeffers? I mean, does this wet your whistle? Really? I mean, it's what it is. To me, that's the best fight. I want to see Nathaniel Collins. I want to see if he's what it is. 17-0, 8 knockouts, 5'6" southpaw, 126 pounds, 130 pounds, or is it 126? He's got to win over my paisano Francisco Grandelli. And he's got a win over Lee McGregor. So Nathaniel Collins looks like he might be really, really good. So I'm interested in this fight. I want to see if he gets stoppage. I want to see what he looks like. That Lee McGregor fight cost costing me money for sure. For sure, for sure. All right, guys. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, questions, and then there's a Pro Box card as well. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. What the hell is the Pro Box card? What the hell is on the Pro Box card? I don't even remember. Oh, Najee Lopez and hot sauce. Yeah. Najee Lopez is a prospect we like. He's taking a good challenge in Calvin Henderson. I'm sure he passes that. Juan Guardo Asuna, Gilberto Castillo Rivera. He's put some names together. He's trying to put a resume together. He's getting there, Steven Sumter. He's putting names together. They're moving him pretty well. How old is he now? 26. It's time for him to really start taking strides here. Really. It's definitely time for him to start taking strides. It's not a bad resume. It's really not a bad resume for where he is. But if he is what we want him to be, what they've made him out to be, he's got to get it done now. Like Calvin Henderson is fine. After that, I want to see a major step up. Like Hot Sauce Henderson is fine. He's not a bad fighter. He hasn't been active. He's 35. I guess he's been active twice in 2024 just against nobodies. It's not a bad fight. I like Najee Lopez. I think he's a really good prospect. I'm interested in seeing where they go with them. 175 is a decent division, right? Like it's not a bad division. Bivol, Beterbiev, Benavidez, Kalen Smith, Morrell. Najee Lopez high. Like we feel like Najee Lopez is better than Khalil Cole, right? Like let me see that fight. Let me see him fight Anthony Yard. Give me something like that. Zach Parker. Give me names like that. That's what I want to see him do. To me, Najee Lopez has been good. We've seen most of his career. He's been on this Pro Box series for. I mean, he is Pro Box. I mean, he's been around as long as. I mean, he fought Atlanta once. But look, Pro Box. It's been Pro Box. Like we've seen him. Over since 2021. Really? I didn't even know Pro Box was a thing in 2021. Yeah, I mean, he's been on our radar for a while. It's a guy we know well. So I feel like this is the first time I saw him, February 2022. Yeah. Marcus Valle, another one of the Pro Box guys. Daniel Rubin. What else is on that Najee Lopez card? This was not a bad card, if I remember. Jeremy Hill, Christian Cruz Chacon. So it's an interesting fight, a crossroads fight there for Jeremy Hill. Emiliano Moreno, want to see him. Joshua Kevin Anton. It's not that good of a card. I thought it was better when I was looking at it yesterday. It's okay. This is a good fight. Jorge De Jesus and Anthony Cuba. It's not a bad fight. So the card's not bad. This is again, it's not a great weekend for boxing. It's not great, but this is what we got. Guys, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Do vote in the poll. Everyone vote in the poll. Let me know what you guys think. I'm interested in everyone's thoughts. Questions, comments, thoughts in the poll. This is October 25th. I don't know why they have this up here. October. This is all. Are you guys seeing this? This is October 25th. And this is next week, right? Am I bugging? Why I feel like I'm bugging? Oh, that's October 4th. So there's nothing this week. It's just the Pro Bowl. Isn't there another card this week? Oh, Sean McComb is this week, yeah? Yeah, Sean McComb is this week. That's the card this week. You guys are tripping me out. You guys are tripping me. Come on in, guys are tripping me. This is on the zone. Ben Crocker, Sean McComb is the fight of the week. Ben Crocker, Sean McComb, Tycee Gallagher, Ellie Hallowell, Shaquille Thompson, Reese Mold. Why is boxing so lame right now? Why? I mean, like, I'm not mad at this, but like, this isn't sexy. Ben Crocker and Sean McComb is the main event. I don't know, guys. This is not intriguing. This is, let's go back. Let's look at yesterday's cards. I had two simple 2-leg parlays: Oscar Cayazzo money line and the over on Alamo. And hang on. What do we think of this Cayazzo? 59-54. Yeah, all three judges had a 59-54. That's how I had it. The knockdown was questionable. It was ruled a knockdown. And what about Sergio Mora being an idiot on the telecast? Like, I thought live it might have been a knockdown. On the replay, it really clearly wasn't a knockdown. So why doesn't he just say that it should have been ruled a knockdown? If we had replay, they would overturn it. Like, why couldn't Sergio just say that? Yes, I agree. Live speed, it looked like a knockdown. We watched the replay. Clearly, he cupped him and threw him down. And then Sergio's like, well, it's hard to see live speed. Right. That's why we have replay. It is what it is. It ultimately didn't matter. I still think Cayazzo won every round but one. I had him. It would have been 59-55 instead. It wouldn't have really made any difference. It's still a stoppage loss. The stoppage was strange. Did anyone make sure of the sense of that stoppage? The scorecards in the Abdullah fight, I thought were why. I thought Kevin Johnson maybe won that fight. I thought it was maybe 5-3 either way. I thought it was very, very close. Very, very close. And then they all had it 79-73 or 80-72. It was just insane. That was terrible. Those scorecards were terrible. Do you guys think the Kevin Johnson fight was close? I thought he maybe won. I was in the Discord like, yo, did Kevin Johnson win this fight? Maybe 4-4. It was close to me. And then they come in and say 79-73 times 2 and 80-72. It's like, what? And then we have Courtney Pennington and Gabe Grant Flores. That was my other parlay. It was Flores, Fundora, and Fabian Diaz. So it was all the Fs. Fabian, Flores, Fundora. That came through. And then I had a 2-leg parlay. I had a 2-leg parlay on Oscar Cayazzo and the over. Oscar Cayazzo and the over on the Alamo fight was what I was looking at. But there are guys I look at. Kevin Johnson. He's going the distance. And I didn't even take Alamo to go to this. I just took him over 8.5. I'm sorry. And that was plus money. Cayazzo and the over on Alamo was plus money. Plus 106. This is where we make money. Guys, questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. Remember, tip your gambling advisor who came through. You hitting out parlays again. But it's time for Cayazzo to move up. Fundora looked phenomenal. Yeah, she's not losing anytime soon. I don't even know who they're going to put in. She's stopping people now. And I think from now on, Fundora by stoppage, Gabriella Fundora. I think that's probably the bet. I would say Fundora by stoppage that's probably the bet. Ruslan Abdullaev, I didn't think looked so good. Grant Flores looked okay. I didn't watch anything else on that card. Joel Arate scored a quick knockout as well. Wow. They still didn't update this yet. So Gorham Marquez lost. Oscar Perez won. Fabian Diaz won. My Texas guys went 2 for 3. Diaz, Perez, and Marquez lost. What do we think of the Marquez? I didn't watch the Marquez fight. What did you guys think of what did you guys think of that decision? I was watching the Golden Boy card because I didn't think that fight was going to be worth watching. And then Muscles texted me. He says Marquez lost. I was like, what? Wild. Tiara Brown, of course, taking care of business. And then Gorham and Alamo. To me, that was an easy fight. Like, that's where we're making money. Gorham on the over. Gorham, again, he looked good. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's that guy. I don't think he's that dude. He's a nice prospect. I don't think he's going to be a world champ or anything like that, but he's a good prospect. Gorham will get a shot. They'll win. They'll get him 25-0, 26-0, and then they'll get him a shot at a big fight. And, we'll see him again. We'll see him in a big fight. For sure, for sure. All right, let me get to your questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, and then we'll wrap this up. What up, Brandon? Willie Hutch versus Mark Jefferson. That's next week. We're going to do the pound for pound next week when there's more people here. Obviously, it's a very slow stream. There's not a whole lot to talk about. It's Sunday. The stream is always slow. I'm going to do 2 tomorrow. What's up? What's cooking? G-Man, tell it how it is, brother. I tried to. Chris Mannix is deaf and blind. He's just a horrible judge. And I like Chris, too. I've had good conversations with him. I score atrocious. Out of all of them, who can score? Well, nobody who scored the Kevin Johnson fight can score. That's for sure. Most underrated fight in my lifetime. Winky Wright, Adonis Stevenson. Not a bad list. I think Arislande Laura's on that list, though. Like, Arislande Laura is criminally underrated. But it's a good list. I like this list, 79. Hutchinson is one of the more entertaining Brits, but yeah, you got that right. You ain't never lied, 79. You ain't never lied. Hot Sauce Henderson's trainer is a Karen. He think you don't have a great amateur pedigree, then you're not a great fighter. Yeah, I mean, I know lots of fighters, Texas, Mexican fighters who didn't have. It's just not true. Stylistically, you can be built more for the pros or built more for the amis, right? Like Eddie Hearn likes guys who are built for the amis. I'm not. It's what it is. An amateur fight is advance and survive, right? Win, get to the next round. A pro fight is different. It's 12 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever it may be, right? You're going to be in a fight. You can't just survive. You have to fight. And that's the difference between the pros and the amateurs. Fundora, Kayatso stoppages might be good money on those parlays, but Brandon Moore screwed up several others of my parlays to win by KO. Made me want to temporarily change my name. I hate you, Brandon Moore. We've all been there, my dude. We've all been there. That lame shit is when we can make our money. We can make money. Yeah. Lame cards, we can make money for sure. Ruslan Abdullayev is a... Yeah, I didn't think much of him. Let me grab a bottle of water real quick. I'll be right back. I hear you, Gary. None of my books show anything for Saturday. We do have 3 cards on Saturday. Pro Box, GBM. Who's the headline on the GBM card, Havlock? Let me look up that card. Who's the headline on that? One dude called out Mora for his contradictions. Loved it. Mora home field for Mexicans, and if there's not a Mexican to home field, whoever is the closest to Latin gets a nod from him. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I gotta review that. But that sounds right. That sounds right. It's always evident who they're rooting for. Kevin Johnson can make a big exposure. I think so too. I said that Kevin Johnson's real. He's a real dude. Abdullah didn't get exposed. He won every round. I didn't see it like that at all. Kelvin Davis got robbed. Kevin Johnson not. Yeah. Robbed. Kelvin Davis robbed Kevin Johnson. I was at that fight. That was in Virginia. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. Ruslan Abdullah should at least be dropping Kevin Johnson. He should be dominating. I thought the fight was super close. I hear you, Julius, but we all know Kevin Johnson's a good fighter, man. Ruslan, like many amateurs, stand out locked inside game. I'd say Abdullah inside game is better than the most amateur prospects. He's had How old is Abdullah though? He's old already, right? He's already old. I mean, he's not young. He should be more developed. Oh, wrong Kevin Johnson. Ruslan Abdullah. Oh, he's only 23. I thought he was like 26. He's only 23. All right, he's got time. Junior Smile in the house. What up, homie? Junior Smile in the house. Good to have you aboard. Boxton79 says, Shaki open up -125. I like Oshaki in a fight. You guys know that. I like Oshaki. My concern for Oshaki is the weight cut. He's had problems. He's always denied having problems making the weight. But I saw him when he fought Abraham Nova. He did not look good. Gary, what do you think of Max Kellerman's commentary on the Canelo versus Corbin fight? Plus, it was discussing how much he was kissing Dana's ass during. Yeah, so Max Kellerman is a deplorable human being. He's of no value, right? I don't understand why he's on the telecast. I don't get it. He's not the color commentator, right? He's not adding the color. He's not the expert guy, the former fighter. He's not calling the punch by punch. He's just there being annoying, and I don't get it. Like, how is the broadcast better? And he does the most talking. He does not shut up, and he has nothing insightful to add. I never understood this. He sat next to guys like Lennox Lewis, Emmanuel. He sat next to Emmanuel Stewart for years. Next to Emmanuel Stewart, the greatest trainer ever, arguably, and he learned nothing about boxing. It's extraordinary. Like I don't know. All right, guys, that's really all I got. This is obviously a very, very slow stream. Appreciate everyone dropping by. If there's any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats. But to answer your question, I think Max Kellerman's commentary is atrocious. I don't understand why he's on. He adds nothing to the show. He's stupid. He knows nothing about boxing. And it's the hubris. Like, it's his hubris that drives me insane. It's like the hubris that he thinks he's smart. He thinks he's saying something intelligent, and he knows nothing about boxing. It's frustrating as hell. It is. I mean, as far as like the history of the sport, okay, yes, he can tell you who was, the first 140-pound IBF champ. Great, awesome, and that's a fun conversation. As far as actually what's going on in the ring, he's got no clue. He's utterly clueless. Oh, I had Diaz with it. I put money on Diaz. I had a little parlay, a little 3-leg parlay. I had Fundora, Flores, and Fabian Diaz. Fabian Diaz is my dude. I knew what. I was surprised he was the favorite. I thought he'd be the dog, and he'd be it's dog. But he was -165. I was a little surprised by that. But I took him on my parlay with Fundora and Flores. I thought that was an easy bet. Yes, sir, Bob. Fabian's my guy. You can check out my video on that. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this now. I'll be live twice tomorrow. This is obviously a slow show. When you guys watch football, how'd y'all fantasy team do? I'm gonna wrap this now. As well, Corum by decision made me 300. There you go. It's a nice little parlay. All right, yeah, I'm gonna wrap. September 21st, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.